Hello. Today, I really wanted to share a real moment that I had recently that really perfectly fit with the anchor and allow method I had previously discussed. Really about observing our emotions without letting them overwhelm us. So, I got this comment on a recent video. Quote, helpful content, thanks. Highly recommend curbing your constant use of the word right. A bit distracting. My first reaction was, to tell the truth, annoyance. A small critique on my language felt like a personal criticism. I could feel irritation bubbling up, which again might sound trivial, but even small comments can really hit us in unexpected ways. So I turned to anchor and allow. I took a deep breath to anchor myself, really grounding my attention on the present and remembering that I could choose my response. As I acknowledged the feeling of annoyance that was bubbling up within me, I started visualizing a river that was flowing upward within me, really filled with that emotion, right? Just really trying to appreciate that movement of emotion coming through my body. And when it reached my chest, though, it felt like it kind of stopped. It felt like it hit a dam, like a wall of rocks, kind of stopping it from moving further. And then I pictured a rock as part of the resistance I felt in that moment: annoyance, defensiveness, and even some embarrassment. So, one by one, I'm closing my eyes. I imagined myself gently removing each of the rocks. And as I did it, I felt the emotional river gradually gaining freedom to flow upward, right through my chest, and it just eventually flew right out of me. So, allowing this kind of emotional river to flow and pass through was quite freeing. It gave me the space to see that the comment wasn't an attack, but a nudge to improve. So, here's where I think adding two extra steps to the practice is super helpful: acknowledge and action. After anchoring and allowing the feeling, I took a mindful action. I decided to be more aware of the use of my word right in my videos. And then that shift left me to see the feedback as constructive and gave me a clear way to improve. So I again, you literally anchor yourself in a place of observing. You acknowledge that it's there. You're not fighting or resisting it. You allow it to flow through you. Either you can visualize the feeling or you can just imagine that feeling or just feel it in your body as it's going upward. And then you're in a place to make an intention, either an intention to do something or intention not to. So that is the action. The action is either no action or doing something from a place of wisdom and calm and steady. And so, to the commenter, thank you for the feedback. I'm sincerely grateful for the opportunity to grow, and I will absolutely be more mindful about my language and especially the word right. So, now I'm thinking I'm replacing it with so. So, and yeah, so there you go. Just kidding. So, wow. So now I've replaced right with so. See, I'm more mindful even during this. So I'm dying here. I'm dying. This also reminded me of a similar situation I had back in college with a friend. She had asked me to help her study for an exam, and when I asked how much of the material she had read so far, just to see where we were to start, right? She then I used the word right. There you go. She became really visibly angry and stormed out of the room. That moment really kind of hurt, right? There you go, the word right. Do you see? This is amazing. Just by someone pointing it out, and now I've agreed to be intentional about noticing it. I'm noticing it. It's like I'm confirming myself because I'm talking to myself. So it's almost like I need someone to confirm what I'm saying. Like, right, right. Yeah, like, right, Lori, I agree with you. I hope this is entertaining for you because it's entertaining in my brain anyway. So if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh with? Might as well laugh with yourself. Anyway, back to the story. I was just trying to help, but her reaction also felt out of proportion, right? So back then, I didn't have tools like the anchor, acknowledge, allow, and action. I felt confused and honestly wounded. Um, I wish I could have seen her reaction as just kind of a passing response and not something that had to reflect on me or our friendship. Reflecting more on those moments, I see both sides of a coin, right? Sometimes feedback or reactions can sting, but when we anchor, we acknowledge, we allow, and we act with intention, we can transform those moments into growth opportunities. I think we all have the power to do this, and it becomes easier with time. So, and right. These are my new 2 words to remove from my vocabulary when I do this. Thank you again, everyone, for helping me learn and grow and improve every day. And yes, definitely keeping an eye on the word right and so and whatever else comes on, because I'm sure there will be others. But here's to anchoring, allowing, and flowing forward together, everybody. So thank you, commenter. I appreciate you being kind enough to point out how I could grow, and not only in my communication skills, but also my mindfulness practice. So I'm utilizing every moment of my day to become the person that I want the world to reflect back to me. So there it is, everyone. And by the way, if you are new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe. I'm Dr. Lori Marbus, board certified family lifestyle medicine physician. I have a really infinite desire to teach more women about menopause and utilizing mindfulness during menopause. So if you're on that journey yourself, there is a free webinar below. It's called Master Menopause and Feel Fabulous. And I talk about my own journey and how I utilized a 5-step blueprint to improve my own situation and the 3 top mistakes women make during menopause. And you also get a free download called Perimenopause and Menopause Evaluation Checklist. It's a 4-page checklist that you get just for registering. It's just my way of saying thank you for taking the time to even consider spending more time with me in a webinar. But with this information, you can actually walk yourself through these questions, understand your symptoms, and then it tells you why and how you should be speaking to your doctor. What lab test, if any, do you need? And helping the doctor understand where you are in your own journey. And the beautiful thing that this does, and as a physician, I want to highlight what you're doing. What you're doing here is you're taking the first 10 minutes of an appointment, which is typically gathering history, right? And understanding the symptoms. Like, let's say you have a pain. Is a pain worse at this particular time? What makes it better? When did it start? Were there circumstances? What changes have occurred? You're taking this very sticky, complex, frustrating, confusing thing called menopause, and you're kind of building a story around it by putting the data, how you're feeling, those more subjective feelings. You're taking some time, not just the 10 minutes of the things that you can remember, but putting it down in a place that now you have some concrete ways of communicating with your doctor. And let me tell you, if your doctor's smart, they'll take those pages, make a copy of them, and put them in your chart, because now we have the beginning or foundation to help you feel better. And so, if anything, even if you choose not to show up for the webinar, please take that, utilize it, share it with whomever you want. I just want more women to feel empowered during this transition and not quite so lost. And yes, have discussions. Should we be doing, just medications or no medications? Where do I need to pay attention to my heart health? I have all sorts of videos about perimenopause, menopause, the data, and how the data is still conflicting on certain things regarding, should we be utilizing hormone therapy or not? But this is a personalized discussion, right? And the newer reflections, as people and the experts agree in consensus agreement, is many women could benefit, but those who are flying through menopause beautifully, fantastic. You don't need medication. Great. But it shouldn't mean that women who want to have that discussion should be shunned and put to the side to suffer in silence. I think we've all had enough of that. And so there's that. And I said so again. There you go. Just like that. So. I feel like I need to make a song about so and right. Yeah. So maybe I will. But I hope you guys have a beautiful day. And I am sending you gratitude, joy, love, and healing because we all need so much more of that in our lives, in this world, especially in this crazy time. So thank you everyone for being here. And I hope to see you again. And I hope to see you in the webinar if you choose to honor me with your presence. So thank you again. And I said so again. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Take care, everyone.